Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at Elden Ring Nightreign, which is a newly released standalone spin-off, and I'm checking it out on the Steam Deck. It's a primarily multiplayer game, but it does feature a single player as well, and it came out last night. I've been playing a little bit, and I wanted to share with you what I think are the best settings on how to run it on the Steam Deck. Without further ado, let's jump right in. Now, Nightreign blends the challenging combat of Soulsborne games with roguelike and co-op elements. It's pretty much designed for 3-player co-op, and it introduces expeditions, which are 30 to 45-minute runs, and you pretty much explore a procedurally generated world of Limworld, gather resources, face escalating threats, which end up culminating in a battle against a boss. And now the game features a shrinking map mechanic akin to battle royale games, which adds urgency to the exploration and combat. In terms of exploration, there isn't really much. You pretty much have to just go towards the tree and try to kill anything along the way, level up, and get out of there after defeating the last boss. Now, the game offers 8 distinct classes, each with unique abilities. There's Guardian, Revenant, Duchess, and more. I'm not really familiar with these type of games. I haven't really played Elden Ring. I don't know if there's classes there, but there are some here. And these classes encourage teamwork and strategic synergy. However, I have mostly been playing single player, and most of the footage you're going to see is from single player. Let's talk about the actual performance on the Steam Deck. Out of the bat, in the tutorial, you are going to be getting 50 FPS, even on medium and high settings, but that's not actually how the game really runs. As soon as you start an actual expedition, after you pass the tutorial, you're going to notice that the game can reach about 40 FPS in solo, but in multiplayer with 2 other people, the chaos becomes a bit too much, and 30 FPS is more what you should be aiming for. I did try it with low, medium, and high preset, and your best bet is to play it on mostly medium with something set to low and a 30 FPS cap. In fact, here are the recommended settings. So start off with the medium preset, then head into advanced settings, and you can tweak the following. So texture quality, set that to medium. Now, anti-aliasing quality, I've set that to high, SSAO medium, depth of field low, motion blur off, shadow quality low, lighting quality medium, FX quality medium, volumetric lighting medium, reflection quality low, water surface quality low, shader quality medium, global illumination medium, and grass quality medium. Now with this setup, I was getting around 2 hours and 45 minutes battery life on the OLED, mostly in solo missions. As I said, in multiplayer, you can expect that to drop to about 2 hours and 30 minutes. However, multiplayer is a different beast. If you're seeing big drops during co-op play, especially in open areas or chaotic fights, you can try lowering shader quality and global illumination to low, and that should help you hold a stable 30 FPS. The game doesn't feature any VSync or any upscaling technology, much like the original Elden Ring, so you're kind of stuck playing with black bars on top and bottom, which is a bit distracting, but it's nothing really we can do about it. The game does have full controller support, and it works great. Menus are pretty smooth. Text is a little small on the deck screen, but it's totally readable, and I didn't have any issues with it. The game also features HDR, and it looks pretty good on the OLED screen. The game can also be played fully offline, so you can launch it offline. You're gonna get an error at the beginning that you weren't able to log in, but it should totally work offline, and you can play solo. However, the initial reviews of players in terms of the gameplay are that the game is not designed to be played solo. It's a multiplayer game. It was designed to be played with up to 2 friends or 2 random people. The issue is that it was tuned for multiplayer, so you're going to be facing a lot of enemies solo, and they're not going to be tuned for solo play. But as I said, I'm not very experienced with Souls games, so I can't really tell if it's harder or hard enough, if it's harder than Elden Ring, and if that's really the case. I can't really speak about that in terms of gameplay. So that's pretty much it. I think it actually runs pretty stable for what it is. It's only 20 gigabytes, as I guess the map is very small compared to the original Elden Ring, but I do recommend checking it out, and playing it on the Steam Deck is not a bad experience at all. That's gonna be it for this video. If you found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more Steam Deck content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.